What's up YouTube? It's Shabazz. Today I got another hot flower review for you. So go roll something up, grab something to snack on, and come sesh with me. All right, what's up y'all? Today we're gonna be checking out some craft THCA flower, at least that's what they claim, from Flannel Boyz. Now this is some indoor THCA flower. We got a few strains to check out. Y'all been requesting more THCA content. I'm gonna bring it when I can. Before we dig into this flower though, I gotta give a huge shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. They are keeping the channel going and growing. My channel is not monetized, so I rely on the support of my patrons over on Patreon, everybody who cops my merch, and everybody who uses my coupon codes and links to shop. Information for all of that, including a code for everything you see in today's video, will be down in my landing page in the video description. All right, so like I said, we're gonna be checking out Flannel Boyz THCA flower. The strains we're looking at today is Zerial, Super Lemon Cherry, and Motor Breath. All right, first off, there was no smell in the packaging or anything like that. This was actually like double or triple wrapped. This is the box they ship it in. It has their logo stamped on the box. It has a little flyer with some information in, but you can't smell anything in the package. But once I took it out of the package and everything, and I just have these little craft bags by themselves, I'm getting a strong gas smell. And I haven't opened anything. That smell is just permeating through the bags. So that's a good sign. All right, so we got the Zerial, the Super Lemon Cherry, and we got the Motor Breath. So we got two kind of candy dessert exotics and then one classic OG diesel exhaust funk. All right, now no matter what type of flower I get, whether that's type 1, type 2, or type 3, I like to look at the COAs and I like to see if they have like full panel testing and everything. I'm having a little bit of trouble on the website finding COAs. So let me check the QR code. Let me scan this. And while I do that, I need to let y'all know this video is not sponsored or paid for. I'm giving you my 100% honest opinion. Okay. So the QR code does take you to like a special page on their website that has all of the COAs downloaded. It looks like they're just potency. So it's not full panel. They don't have heavy metals, pesticides, anything like that. Might be a deal breaker for some people it might not be. I'm just letting you know. When companies have full panel testing, especially for THCA flower, it does make me feel that much better though. All right, so like usual, let's start off with the more sativa dominant strains and work our way towards the indica. One thing I like about this is even if you don't know the cross, they put the cross on the label. All right, so this is called the Super Lemon Cherry. This is basically just lemon cherry gelato though. All right, it's a sunset sherbet, the Girl Scout cookie. All right, we got a boost pack, a big old boost pack. All right, ginormous boost pack right out. All right, this smells kind of basically how I expected it to smell. It's got this really pungent, rancid, tropical fruit smell with like a musky diesel smell behind that. Not all lemon cherry gelatos smell exactly the same, but they smell pretty similar. So if you smell one before, I think you know what this smells like. All right, then the nugs look pretty good. I'm not sure if this is hydro flower or living soil. It's definitely top shelf, it's definitely indoor flower though. All right, this is depending on the market that you're in, depending on the area you're in, you know, this is something that the younger folks would probably call exotic. All right, so there is our Super Lemon Cherry, AKA the lemon cherry gelato. Like I said, it is just some indoor type 1 flower. All right, it's got a nice trim job, it's got a nice density to it, it's not larfy at all. And here's actually a different nug that has an even tighter nug structure, as well as some nice deep purples running through it. Not bad looking flower, it's got a nice strong, gassy, sour fruit smell to it. All right, so just cracking open this and smelling it for the first time, that's my first impression of Flannel Boyz flower, and it's top shelf indoor THCA flower. All right, as usual, we got a little bit of the flower here in the chillum. We're gonna get a little taste test, see what the flavor's like. I definitely got notes of kind of that sour citrus candy. Imagine kind of like a sour, like a yellow Sour Patch Kids that got dropped on the floor of like a mechanic shop. All right, that's kind of the vibes I'm getting on the flavor. And in case some of y'all are wondering, many people don't question it, but some people do, why I don't fully sit and smoke THCA flower and the THCA reviews. Well, and I just say to you, if you're looking at reviews of food, right? If you're on Yelp, Google Maps, whatever, are you checking to see if that food is gonna get you full? Or are you checking to see if it's gonna taste good? Is the quality good? Is the value good? The presentation good? The variety good? Because that's how I approach my THCA reviews. I don't think we've had one THCA strain here on the channel that was less than 24% THCA. Of course it's gonna get you faded. You don't need me or anybody else to tell you that. But what people can't tell from a percentage number or just from a picture is how does it taste? How does it smell? What's the quality? What's the cure like? What's the trim like? The value, all that, all right? Anyways, the lemon cherry gelato, AKA the super lemon cherry here from Flannel Boyz, it had a good taste. The smell is actually getting even more candier as I just sit with the package open. It's got a real, like, exact, like a Sour Patch Kids and dirty diesel exhaust. That's not bad, all right? That is a nice, modern, hybrid candy dessert strain, all right? All right, up next we have the Zerial, and this is a cross of Skittles and cereal milk. So this is quite literally a stereotypical representation of modern candy dessert exotic strains. We have a dessert food strain crossed with a candy strain. Let's check it out, all right? Very sweet. Again, boost pack. Wow. I mean, it literally smells like, a mix of like sour Skittles, candy, and like Fruity Pebbles cereal. I'm being 100% honest, all right? It's a mix of that with a light, sour kind of cologne-y gas. And this whole 3.5 came in 2 nugs, one ginormous chunker. All right, just look at this abomination right here. That is crazy. That is a super dense, wild, you got some chunky, thick foxtails coming off of it. There's just a lot going on. A little bit of flattening from being in the bag with the Boveda boost, I mean. But again, you have a really nice modern candy dessert, exotic, top shelf, indoor THCA strain, all right? And here's the other nug that came with it, and this one is actually much more colorful. It presents a variety of coloration and hues. You got a lot brighter purples in there, oranges, brighter greens. That's just a really nice, pretty looking, definitely exotic looking nug. All right, let's taste that Zerial. I love that name. On the breakdown of that, you definitely get a lot of that sweet, dirty gas smell. On the flavor, it's a little bit of sweetness, but I'm mostly getting some dirty gas. And when I say dirty gas, I literally mean like if you ever go to like a truck stop and you smell the exhaust from all those diesel trucks, that's kind of the smell and taste that I'm describing. The Zerial though, I'm getting a nice buzz just from mouth absorbing some of those cannabinoids. Nice smell, nice flavor, nice smell on the breakdown. One of those nugs looked really, really exotic. Again, that's a nice top shelf, modern exotic dessert candy strain right there. All right, now we're gonna switch it up to something not only more indica, but definitely is gonna have a different smell and flavor profile completely. We're moving away from the candy dessert strains to more of that old school, straight gas, straight diesel, old school OG Kush smell. This is the motor breath. Now, being that I am out here from Cali, Southern California, LA to be precise, the OG Kush crosses are always gonna reign supreme here, all right? Sure, everybody likes the modern Zaza and everything, but there's still a big, healthy, thriving market and demand for these classic OG Kush crosses. I have smelled motor breath before. It is just an intense, very musky, gassy, diesely, savory, skunky, exhausty smelling strain. All right, just that classic stank OG gas. Really similar to a jet fuel OG, if you're familiar with jet fuel OG. All right, now that I talk about my past experience, let's see how this adds up. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, that stinks. That's all right. All right, let me describe the smell exactly to you. This smells like a combination of like garlic and onions. It smells like new shoes. New shoes, new shoes. All right, so you know, you go to Foot Locker, Finish Line, whatever, you buy a fresh pair of Nikes, fresh pair of Jordans, whatever. You know that new shoe smell, it's like a smell of glue and rubber. And then behind that is just that dank exhaust, earthy, loud diesel. All right, so we got savory, onion, garlic, new shoes. Hold up, I smell new shoes. And nasty stank diesel. All right, so the nugs on this motor breath, they're not all purple and colorful and exotic looking and stuff like the first two flavors. However, it is much more dense, much more loud, much more stinky. All right, I would be surprised if this doesn't have a much more prominent taste in those two more exotic candy type strains. All right, and here's a different nug, and again, it doesn't have the like eye candy Zaza bag appeal that those other strains have. However, it is louder, it is danker, and I have a feeling that this is going to be the best thing we have here on the table in every way besides looks. All right, and again, being here from Southern California, where OG Kush and just dankness reign supreme, I do have a little bit of a bias, but pound for pound, I think that these classic dank OG just stank nasty strains are just better overall than those modern candy exotics, which those are nice too, but like I said, pound for pound, when it comes down to it, you can't beat this. All right. It tastes like burnt rubber. It smells like the taste that's left in my mouth is like a tire fire. All right, and again, that type of a smell, that's not coming from terpenes, that's coming from esters and aldehydes in the flower. It's got that rubber, burnt rubber smell, and it comes through in the taste. And then not only in the taste, you get a little bit of that savoriness, and then just kind of that overall gas station fume leftover flavor lingering in the palate. All right, so like I said, they got the candy, dessert, and exotics, but I think, you know, if they were to say, hey, you want a free pound or something, I'm gonna go for this one. All right, that's just some, if you like that classic stank dank, right there. All right, so that was our first look at Flannel Boyz THCA. Only checked out 3 strains, but so far I don't really have anything negative to say. They could have full panel testing, that's always a good thing. From the strains I tried though, they're all good quality. I was a big fan of that motor breath. That was really nice. And it's always good to see when a supplier has, you know, a variety. You know, they got that straight old school gas, and then they got that modern runts, gummies, nerds, whatever. Keep in mind, I am giving you my honest and unbiased opinion on everything here in the video. If you are interested in checking anything out though, make sure you check my landing page down in the description, all right? Also, I need to give my THCA disclaimer. Remember that THCA, no matter what the website says or packaging says, THCA flower is just regular weed, all right? No COAs, no paperwork, no packaging is gonna stop a cop or a judge from ruining your day. So tread cautiously. Don't do anything stupid with this. If you're in a legal state or even a legal state, treat this like you would any other bud. Have fun, but be safe. Let me know if you've tried Flannel Boyz before. Let me know if you've tried any of these strains before down in the comments. Remember to check out my Patreon, my merch, and follow me on Instagram. Hit like if you like the video, hit me up down in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you can see when I upload new content. I appreciate each and every one of y'all so much, and I sincerely hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night. I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Peace.